telling me how old is this bee?
Well,
Bee
this hive, we've had
hive,
this
yeah.
hive since 2012, I believe.
2012. Yeah.
We've added on some, and over the years, and you can see the two different tones.
Yeah.
We painted them different colors, and we used to have two different hives.
Oh, okay. So you started out with just how many? Like the bottom one? The bottom one, bigger one.
When you first start, you just have one, and then you add another one every time it
So
expands.
could they go from here to here or no? Like
They can.
Oh.
It depends on where you have the queen excluder. So this part here, this little thing, can you see it? Is a queen excluder,
Oh.
and this thing keeps the queen from being able to go up because she's so much bigger than all the other bees.
Oh, wow.
She's bigger than the drones, which are the male bees,
Oh.
and the worker bees, which are smaller. So this keeps her from being able to go up, but all the other bees can go up and down.
Oh.
The reason you want to keep her down here is so that she doesn't, like fly off if you need to find her. You know that she's down here, and this.
How many
where-
queen do you have? Just one.
Just one.
Oh,
You can only
queen?
have one queen for each
Okay.
hive.
Okay, this is considered a hive.
Yeah, this
The
is
whole-
one hive, and each of this is called a super.
Uh-huh.
And then inside the super, there are 10 frames,
Oh.
and so there are 10 frames, different sizes. That you can see this one is a little bit, shorter than this one here.
Yeah.
So the frames are, longer. These are shorter ones.
So is it better to have the longer or shorter one? I don't-
It just depends on what you want.
Oh.
Like if you have a lot of bees, because in the winter it gets so cold, so they have to make themselves into a cluster to keep warm.
Yeah.
Their body heat, because it gets cold, it can go below zero
Oh, wow.
here. So what happens is that the majority of the bees tend to stay sort of in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And then sometimes you don't want to waste all the space, so if they make a lot of honey here, then you remove this. You try to remove the honey that's at the top and not at the bottom, because
Oh.
it's where they have some of the broods, the babies, and this is where the queen is.
Oh.
So you don't harvest those honey.
Oh,
We
so-
harvest the ones at the
So
top.
the bees, the queen is the one who have baby, and the worker one, or the male one.
So the queen she lays all the eggs.
Oh, okay.
And the worker bees are the ones that go outside and try to find nectar and bring it back and convert the nectar into honey, which is basically bee spit,
Oh,
right?
wow.
The drones are pretty useless. They're just the ones that don't really do anything. They don't work.
Oh.
They just hang around and, hang around the queen, impregnate her or something like that. I don't know exactly, but they're not useless. So in the winter, when it gets really cold and they don't have enough food, the first ones to go are the drones. They get kicked out.
Oh, wow.
They get kicked out, and they're in the freezing cold, and they
Wow.
get attacked, and they try to get
So
back in here.
interesting. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's a really interesting life. So
Wow.
they go down here. Be careful.
Yeah.
So they go inside,
Inside here. Okay.
and there's a little doorway for them to go in and out. You don't want them to just fly in and out. You want them to have one entrance.
Yeah.
They go in, they go out, because you want to keep your entrance small so that other predators don't get in.
Oh, okay.
Because if we are not careful, if this was out in the wild, you could have a bear, you could have
Yeah.
ants, you could have, raccoons, skunk, anybody trying to get in here. Here, it's mostly
Yeah.
bees not bees, wasps and other things we worry
Yeah.
about.
So, so it's beautiful. So you have flower here, and that way.
I try to keep some things for them
For
so
the
they can get
so they can have food, right? Because they need the
They
flower.
usually go out and forage out there. They can
How
fly.
far do they go? They go very
They
far.
can go probably up to 3 miles.
3 miles. Wow,
I
that's
think
pretty
so.
far.
I think so, yes. 3 miles total,
Yeah.
back and forth.
So when you have what do they like? Do they like lavender or they like black
Anything with
flower?
nectar.
Nectar.
So certain things like forage, they love forage.
Oh.
They love anything that has.
Does these
nectar.
have? How you know which one have nectar? These ones?
You tend to see them going in there. For example,
Okay.
people think bees like to go in roses. Roses don't have
Yeah.
much nectar.
Okay.
So if you're growing roses, it's not great.
Yeah.
But they have this particular plant. I'll show you. Like there's this one here. This is one of the most bee-friendly plants you can get. Right now it's sort of dying, but this is called a borage, and they have these beautiful purple flowers here that come out, and they have nectars, and bees love them.
Oh, wow. So this is the best one.
Well, it's a good bee plant, and then of course they love citrus when they have
Citrus.
flowers. But right
Yeah.
now there's no flowers,
Yeah.
so there's nothing here for them to eat. So what they do is they end up going out there to look for food,
Wow.
tree sap.
Tree
Yeah.
sap too. Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
all that stuff.
And you grow aloe too. That's great.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought they liked full sun, but they don't.
They don't. Yeah.
No, they
This
get
is perfect.
dry.
Too dry. Too
Yeah, full sun is too dry. It's not good for them. So I keep them on the deck here.
Yeah. That's great. That's a nice view up here. Very peaceful.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look much bigger when you're down, but actually,
It's
this
actually-
deck is nice, big.
Deck is big.
So you
This
have how
house
many
is small.
bedrooms?
Just one.
Oh, one bedroom. Oh, okay.
It's one bedroom upstairs and office.
Oh,
And then
wow.
downstairs we have the in-law unit where my mother-in-law stays when she visits, but it's not really a bedroom, it's just
Yeah.
a room.
Nice. So you have. Oh, yeah. That's
That's the office
separate.
upstairs.
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh. So then you have several cabins, huh?